Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 12th chapter, text number 6. So avadhyatah sutairevam pratyakyatanusashanaihi krodam durvishaham jatam niyantam upachakrame. So avadhyatah sutairevam pratyakyatanusashanaihi krodam durvishaham jatam niyantum upachakrame. So avadhyatah sutairevam pratyakyatanusashanaihi krodam durvishaham jatam niyantum upachakrame. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. On the refusal of the sons to obey the order of their father, there was much anger generated in the mind of Brahma, which he tried to control and not express. Purport. Brahma is the director in charge of the mode of passion of material nature. Therefore, it was natural for him to become angry on refusal of his sons to obey his order. Although the Kumaras were right in such act of refusal, Brahma, being absorbed in the mode of passion, could not check his passionate anger. He did not express it, however, because he knew that his sons were far enlightened in spiritual advancement, and thus he should not express his anger before them. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So avadhyatah sutairevam pratyakyatanusashanaihi krodam durvishaham jatam niyantum upachakrame. So father and son, the drama has started. Father is telling his children, don't become devotee. The son is saying, get lost. So then what happens? Father is getting angry. In the normal course, what will the father mother say? I fed you, I brought you up, I did this, I did that, I did so many things to you. You know how normal world it will be. And then boom, bam, discussion will happen. So, this Leela is been going on from the time this creation started. The first living entities were the Kumaras. So, if somebody takes some devotional service, that too serious devotional service, then it is bound to have kalaha. It will create, fireworks will start in the house. Recently I was seeing, I was preaching to somebody. And then, you know, in Krishna consciousness, we can never say who will take up devotional service. We meet hundreds of people, and as we in our preaching career, we meet different boys, different families. Sometimes we think, oh, this boy will take it up, this family will take it up very seriously, very okay. Or this boy, I don't think so, he may take it up so seriously. Or this family, they may not take it up seriously. But many times you can see that our calculations have gone totally wrong. You can never guess how he will continue in spiritual life, you can never really say. Sometimes some boy you may see is very sattvic, you can understand Shastra. Some family may be very sattvic, very pious. But after some time you realize, not serious in Krishna consciousness. So like that, I was preaching to somebody. So I thought, okay, just like we talk to so many people, we talk. But then I was seeing that this person is getting so much interest, taking so much interest. So when somebody shows interest, we become more happy to preach, right? So I started preaching. Very nicely absorbing. Then started practicing. First is understanding, next is taking that understanding to a practical level. Started doing that. Then their family members started seeing this, what's happening. Initially they were all very happy, something new. But then tried to engage with the rest of the family. It was not reaching them. Jai Shri Radha Krishna Jai Gauranga. They are happy, they are nice, good people, but devotional service is a different ball game. What we talk, the way we want religion to be practiced. The idea of religion is something different. People are religious, but what is the idea of religion? The way Bhagavatam is talking about religion, the way our acharyas have taught us, the way Srila Prabhupada has taught us how to practice in this material world spirituality. That is not everybody's cup of tea. Some people can take it, some people cannot take it. And even people who take it, you will find varieties. Like we say, no, strong coffee, light coffee, milky coffee. Like that you will find varieties. So here what has happened is, in this family, one is straight away trying to take strong coffee, whereas the rest of the family is still in milk. So there is disconnect happening, and the disconnect is becoming more and more. So then, after some time, the fight, the eruptions over actually no logic or reason. Just like here Brahma knows I cannot show my anger because my children are correct. See, it's like that. So it is a very bad situation to be in. Say, I am the boss. Brahma is the boss. And the boss, he is always wanting to tell others how you should do things. Okay? No, the boss is, in his mind he has an idea that how things should be done. Now, the person who is doing that, he is saying, no, I don't want to do the way you are doing. I will do it my own way. Now, if that person who is doing it in his own way, if he is doing a bad job, then boss has full right to get on to that fellow. Here, that person who is doing the job in a way different from the boss is doing a much better job. But the boss is angry. Now the boss cannot show that anger because he is seeing the end result that his worker is producing is far better than what he could have produced. So imagine the frustration in the boss. गुस्सा आ रहा है लेकिन गुस्सा दिखा नहीं सकता है, वो बहुत खराब स्थिति है. It is like for example, sometimes when you get a belch, you want to do, it will release your gas either from the top or from the down. One of the place it should release. Here, Brahma is in such a situation, gas is coming, but he has to close his mouth as well as he cannot pass. So that is a very bad situation to be in. Right? Na idhar ka, na udhar ka. So Brahma is in that kind of a situation. That is what this verse is being said. So similarly, in this family, I was seeing the rest of the family, they know that this person is doing the right thing. But yet, they don't want that person to do that. Actually, in the material world, we see this repeatedly happening in a devotee's life. When anybody takes up Krishna consciousness, this syndrome खूब दिखता है कि हमें मालूम है ये अच्छा लड़का अच्छा कर रहा है लेकिन ये नहीं करना है, ये सब 60 साल के बाद करना है. So many logic will come. अभी ये करना है, वो करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है. So now this kind of a scenario to him, I wanted to say, sir, महाभारत जो है धर्म युद्ध है और महाभारत का जो अंत है वो धर्म जीत गया है. तो आप कुछ तो मनाइए कि जो है आपके घर में धर्म स्थापित हो जाएगा और वो धर्म स्थापन करने वाला व्यक्ति है भगवान, वो आके बैठ जाएगा. रियलिटी इज दैट. रियलिटी इज दैट. What does Krishna say? Don't run away from the battle. To Arjuna, Krishna says, don't run away from the battle. Fight that battle. In that battle, ato va prapsu se swargyam, jito va voksashe subha. If you lose the battle, if you die in the battle, you go to heaven. If you win, then you will get the kingdom. So either way, it is win-win situation. But Don't run away from the battle. What does it mean? Don't run away from the path of self-realization. Don't run away from the path of Krishna consciousness. Frustration, disgust, anger, everything will come in the course of our practicing spiritual life. ये डिवोटी देखो, इनके साथ रहना है, इनका बात सुनना है, ये उसका चेहरा मुझे देखने को अच्छा नहीं लगता है. That is all internal Mahabharata is happening. Why Mahabharata is happening? You are daily chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. It will not allow you to be in peace. In what? In material peace. People generally think religion means what? It should give peace, Shanti. We also say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. In school we used to say Gada Gada Vanti, Gada Gada Vanti. That's in Kannada. You know, Vanti means what? Vomit. So, if you expect the Shanti, then Mudu Vanti. You will have continuous vomit. It is not possible. You have to vomit. Vomit. Peace in the material world is not. It has to be shaken up. When we take up spiritual life, serious spiritual life, we tell, we put poster, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Come here, stay high forever. There is no better false advertisement than these slogans. Actually, what we are talking, the people, the way the people understand this slogan, that is their fault. Spiritually we are correct. But the way people understand is that chant Hare Krishna be and materially be peaceful. As soon as you chant Hare Krishna, you will become disturbed. Of material life you will be disturbed. I told you this example. Once I have told this example. In Bangalore, there is one naturopathy hospital, Ayurvedic naturopathy hospital. So, you know, many of our temple devotees, including me, everybody always sick. One or the other disease will be coming. Sometimes this problem, sometimes that problem, and we keep going to the doctors. Oh, I'm not feeling well, some stomach problem, somebody has nose problem, somebody has a respiratory problem. So many things like that. So like that they used to go to one nature pure hospital. Because many of the allopathy doctors fed up, they went to the naturopathy hospital. Then that naturopathy, there they teach pranayama, yoga, natural things, you know, all this. And he is a very big advisor to Modi and all in Ayush ministry, you know, very big guy. And his colleague doctor, one more is there, his sister only. She is also very, both they are MBBS, MD, then they have done naturopathy and Ayurveda and all those things, and they are teaching yoga. Very reputed name there. So they saw that many of our temple devotees are constantly going in the same complaints. So they thought, why these monks are getting these kind of diseases? We say chant Hare Krishna and all your diseases will be over. There should not be any disease. But at the same time we are getting what a contradiction it is. So many things are there like that. So they did a research. Why? Because every time devotees are going there, and peculiar problems devotees have. Not normal problems. Each devotee, their complaints of physical ailments are very different. So they did a research. Why these devotees are getting all these problems? So then one day, after doing some research, that lady, she called our one senior devotee and told that senior devotee, that senior devotee only told me, and told that senior devotee, Swamiji, I have found out the root of your problem. You know what is the root? We did test. We did gamma test and all those things, brain. And they told the root of your problem is the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is what is causing all this disease, and it is affecting the brain because it is giving too much energy to the brain here, and it is not making, like for example, when we teach meditation, we teach calmness, lowering of the breath. Here the person becomes hyperactive and is not able to handle, and his physiological symptoms starts getting, because hormones are released. Then this senior devotee, who is a very extremely mature devotee, he said, yes, very much, I will investigate. He understood what is that. This person is saying. So actually, what is that lady saying? Actually, from a material point of view, when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it will not, all your anarthas, dirty things, false identities, it has to come out. You have seen sometimes this Jadu Tona mantra people, जिसको भूत पकड़ लिया है, क्या करेंगे भूत को? ए जाडू निकल बाहर, पटार, one they will give on the head, right? In Rajasthan there is one temple. I was shocked when I saw that. Even in Kerala there is one temple. Oh, Baba. They were so badly beaten. And that lady will tell, aa gaya bahar. Eh, bhoot to bol. Whether they are acting real, God alone knows.
Yes, it happens.
It happens, no? In India, in many villages it will happen. So the booth, they let. And then we see that some, I don't know, especially in Kerala one temple I have seen, and in one Rajasthan, in one Balaji temple, that is called only that. People go there for that. कि कोई भूत प्रेत का असर है, beat them nicely, fata they beat them, and that lady is going like this, poor thing, I don't know what suffering she is doing. And then I heard that, I don't know how far it is true, they become okay. Actually the Hare Krishna mantra, various bhuta pishachis which are there in our subconscious mind, it starts working on them. It has to remove them. It creates war within you, our false identities, our fake identities. All these things have to be taken out. And the Hare Krishna Mahamantra works on that platform. So obviously, until and unless we have strong, rigid lifestyles, you cannot take this too much. So for sometimes it becomes too much. So when this man was saying, महाभारत कर दिया हमारा घर में आपने, क्या कर दिया आपने, ये क्या स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ, हम कितना अच्छा स्पिरिचुअल, कितना मतलब हमारी परिवार जो है इतना शांत सुखी हैप्पी फैमिली था, उसको पूरा आपने डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया. दो धन्यवाद, आपने मुझे मौका दिया, नहीं देना था. So real spiritual thing, no? धर्म प्रोजित कैतवो निर्मत्सराणाम सताम वेद्यम वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम तापत्रयोन्मूलरम श्रीमद् भागवत महामुनि कृते. All kinds of rubbish has to be taken out. Nirmatsaranam, you have become Nirmatsaranam Satam. Because we are Matsara. Matsara means attached to so many false things. When something is taken away, you feel very bad about it. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti. You will have to develop that Vairagya. So, this struggle is an extended struggle because we have carried so many, and then to experience that Satchidananda experience where you are in the platform of Sat and Chit and Ananda, it's a long journey. But some little rasa, Krishna and the Guru's mercy we can get in the festivals, in the morning kirtans. That Ananda, that little rasa, Krishna's rasa, prasadam Krishna gives us. Don't worry. I tortured you, but I'll also give you some joy. Just like in the material world, people work so hard, right? And nobody likes to work. Nobody likes to work. Who wants to work? Nobody wants to work, but they are forced to work. And what do? Prabhupada says, gives the example, people work whole week, Monday to Friday, like donkeys, and on Saturday, Sunday, no more work. We will go outside, we will drink, we will do party, everything. Up to Sunday night. Then Monday morning, by force, they are again forced to come to the material world. For us, Krishna says, yes, you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra nicely. You attend the Aarti Kirtan, it will give you joy. Then you go outside, do. Then Yuddha starts. You are ready for the battle. Whereas if you don't do that battle, that service is the battle. If you get all the energy and then don't want to go out and do actual preaching, then you are creating energy within yourself and it is not getting used up. So it can create disease. So it's a whole combination of things. Only Krishna says, Brahmabhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. They are extremely liberated souls. Like our Goswamis, Nidra Ahara Vyahara Kadi Vidithau, who have completely conquered Nidra, Ahara, all these things. They can be constantly meditating on the Leelas of Krishna. They need not do any work, any physical activity, yet they can be transcendentally situated. Just like Jadabharat, when the king saw, he thought, who is this fellow? Where has he come? He looks like some animal. And they were about to kill him. But immediately the king recognized this is not some ordinary person. He is a very elevated soul. So, here in this particular verse, we can see a personality like Brahma. The topmost person in this material world. Even he is getting affected when he is seeing that somewhere his desire is not being fulfilled. What to speak of ordinary living entities like us. But yet there is a great learning here that we can take. That how Brahma, although he was angry, he realized he is correct, they are correct. My children are correct. So he keeps quiet. This as devotees we should learn. You may feel sometimes it's natural, we are in the material world. But when somebody is saying, okay, we must not allow our false ego to overcome our intelligence. You must recognize it's my false ego, it's my limitation. Let me just shut up and sit down back. We will become very... Krishna will see that this person is on the right path. Krishna will give internal strength. We understand our limitation and then wait. So these are all, wonderful narrations of the Srimad Bhagavatam about various personalities and how they handled, how they faced certain situations. And through Prabhupada's commentary, through Prabhupada's lectures, all these we can see such simple events in a different, altogether perspective, which will enhance the quality of our consciousness. And that's exactly the purpose of life. That's why Prabhupada says, the highest quality of consciousness is Krishna consciousness. To become Krishna conscious. As soon as one becomes Krishna consciousness, that such an activity is being done for Krishna, then all other considerations become subservient to. Prabhupada gives so many examples. About this Krishna consciousness, when you see a Krishna activity, you cannot see it as a normal activity. It is a very special, divine activity. Just like Prabhupada gives the example, a soldier on the battlefield, just like you see what happened in China border, Indian soldiers with bricks, with lathis, and Chinese with their bricks and lathis, both of them like street gundas. In the streets also you will find with swords, pickaxe, chain, same way they are fighting on the border. But when they died, thousands of people are coming, salam. You died. But if the same fight would have happened on the road, will you go and tell salam, great, to that fellow? No. Fighting, killing will happen on the road also. Fighting, killing will happen on the border also. But one People will spit at that kind of fighting, another people will salute that kind of fighting. It is not the fighting that is actually what matters. It is the purpose which matters. What is your purpose? What is your intention? Even if it is killing, defines whether it is right or wrong, whether it is good or bad. And Prabhupada says the highest purpose is to have a Krishna conscious purpose, not our personal false ego purposes, not our sense gratificatory purposes. We have to shift. This shift in consciousness is what a Krishna conscious devotee should aspire and work for. It comes about by serious surrender to the Lord, serious desire to serve the spiritual master. Not only serious and sincere. We'll stop. If there's any questions. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की